Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alan Anthony from Phone Tech at Work, and this is my 1 week initial review with the LG V40 ThinQ. So let's start the video, show you what I'm talking about. Pow. Alright guys, so 1 week with the LG V40 ThinQ. Right off the bat, I could tell you that I like the phone. Now, I'm going to tell you some reasons why I don't like it, and some reason why I do like it, and I'll start off with the reason why I do like it. Now, as far as the design is very beautiful. Now, I do have the black version, and it does come in multiple other colors, and I know that the G7 had this purplish color, but I'm glad I got the black one. I would have preferred the blue one, but definitely the black looks pretty good. But as you guys can see from the back of it, it does pick up fingerprints pretty easily. But as far as the whole design, I think that it looks pretty clean. I did have a couple of LG phones where I basically have a hate and love relationship with LG phones. As you guys didn't know, I was not a big fan of the LG G6. I was not a fan of the screen, I was not a fan of the battery life, and I was not a fan of the size of the phone. This phone is actually pretty good in the hand. So I've been actually using it without a case for about a week or so because I'm still waiting on some cases to review. But as far as the whole design of it, I think it's pretty good. It's very slim and very light at the same time. I think it's too light, to be honest with you. I think if they had a bigger battery, maybe a 4,000 milliamp battery, then you could add a little bit of weight to it, and it won't feel so light in the hand, which I kind of don't like because I'm used to having more phones that have a little bit of weight to them, but that's not a big issue. Now, there's a few things that you do have to do out the box. You do have to change it from 1080p to 1440p in the display settings. If you guys don't know, you could just head into settings and display, and you can figure that out by yourself. There's another thing is that it doesn't have an app drawer, which I do not like, and I had to change that myself. I can show you guys right now how I set it up. So I set it up just like that, and it does actually add the little app drawer here, but you're able to move it anywhere that you so please. But outside the box, you do have to change it. If you like, say having like the iPhone style where you have everything on the screen, which I don't like, and it does actually add the swipe up to apps when you change it to having it this way. So that's pretty cool. I like the option that you're able to change it. So let's just get into the speakers, because a lot of people were making a big thing about the boombox speakers. I think it's called the boombox speakers that they had in the G7. Now, personally, I think it sounds kind of weird. But honestly, I like the fact that it does have a stereo sound, so you got one in the earpiece and you got one at the bottom. But the thing about it is that when you raise the volume high enough, the back of the phone starts to vibrate the same way. It's almost like it's too hollow, and you feel it on the back of the phone, which is a little bit weird because I have phones that have the front-facing speakers, like the Pixel 2 XL, like the Pixel 3 XL as well. But the Pixel 3 XL has a similar issue as well, where like the higher it goes in volume, the back of the phone starts to vibrate at the same time. So definitely put a case on that if that does bother you. But everything else with this phone is pretty good. I'm definitely feeling the screen. Changing it to 1440p made a complete difference because I did have it on 1080p for like a day or so, and I just realized it. But let's get right into the cameras. So the cameras are pretty good. It's still a little bit washed out in my personal opinion, so you probably have to change the settings, or if you want to add like a filter to it, you definitely can. Triple shot is basically a feature where it takes advantage of all three sensors in the camera. So it uses a telephoto, which is basically like you're zooming in. The other one, you do have a standard lens, and the other one, you do have an ultra wide lens. Now, I did actually take advantage of the ultra wide, and I will leave some pictures right now so you can see the difference. 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty cool. It seems that like the telephoto is probably not the best one because it kind of zooms in to the wrong part of the photo, even when you tap the focus on the subject. So I do like the other ones, and I have been using them on Twitter. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, follow me at Mr. Alan Anthony on Twitter. and phone tech at work as well. So the front facing camera is actually pretty good as well. It's not as good as the Pixel 3 XL, but it's definitely good, and the wide angle in the front and in the back is definitely on point, especially that ultra wide angle in the back. Now, one thing I didn't really think about until I finally set it up was the facial recognition in the front. I am definitely impressed at how fast it is, how secure it is. I don't know, but they do have an option within the settings to make it more secure. So it probably will take a little bit longer, but I can show you guys real quick how fast it is. So I'm just looking at it, and then it unlocks. Let's turn it off. Double tap. All right, so go through it again. Power it on. There you go. So if it's laying down, maybe, there you go. You see that? So it does actually work pretty well. I'm definitely impressed with that. So here's the back here. Definitely impressed with that as well. I was always a fan of the way that LG has their fingerprint scanner. It seems like they always have it in the perfect spot. I think that Samsung is a company that has to work on that as well. But as far as the price, a lot of people are saying that the phone is pretty much overpriced. Now, they do have it on sale on a couple of spots, including on carriers where they dropped it about $200. So if you're able to get a deal on it, that's always a must. But the price is a little bit too high. But the fact that you get a lot of the features that you get with a Samsung device is probably why you should get it. Now, the only problem with LG and their history with updates, that's the thing that a lot of people aren't sure what they're going to get into if they pick up LG V40 ThinQ. Now, I am on the October patch for right now. It just crossed into November about like 3-4 days ago, so I'm not sure how that's going to go through. As far as Pi, they are promising Pi, so that will help with like the gestures and everything that actually comes outside the box. But I mean, that's the thing with LG, man. You guys got to get with it as far as the updates, so you guys could definitely be on par with like the Pixels. Not even Samsung, because I think Samsung has a similar issue as well. But overall, I'm definitely digging the phone. The speaker, it sounds a little weird. The screen is definitely on point. The cameras are good as well. Call quality is pretty good. The speaker, as far as call quality, is pretty good as well. I definitely don't like the fingerprints in the back, but you do get wireless charging, and you do get fast charging with a fast break inside the box as well. And I do have the unlocked version that actually came with the free headphones. I haven't tried it yet, but this is just my initial impressions. Hopefully, my initial review, so hopefully I will have a full review coming up. So if you guys have any questions about the LG V40 ThinQ, let me know down in the comments below. Big shout out to LG for sending this out to me. I will be 100% honest with you guys, especially my viewers, and with LG if anything does happen. No problems, no blue tint. Everything actually looks pretty good. So if you guys want to buy this product, the link will be down below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and follow Phone Tech at Work for more videos like this of the LG V40 ThinQ and more tech to come. Peace and love. I'll see you guys in the next video.